Hello there. This is a close-up version of the head of a 1541 disk drive. Actually, looking back on it, maybe I should have put the camera, not the camera, but the light on this phone on. It might have helped. Anyway, what I've done is, and this may or may not work, and you may or may not ever see this, is I've gone in and I've changed the program ever so slightly that at the end of the part where I believe it does all the head banging and back and forth and testing and such, I've just told to go back and do it again, I think. Now, are the chances of this working very high? Not necessarily, because there could be a file open or not open or who knows what. But I picked a spot and I changed it and I told it to go back. In this case, I just put in GOTO 1520. But I suspect there would be more things necessary to sort this out. But it might be interesting, an interesting torture test for some of these drives which have not been spinning in maybe 30, maybe more years than that, perhaps. So right now it's running through the performance test because when I first just told it to go to some file somewhere wasn't opened. So what this may end up being is a quick and dirty sort of way to run the performance test, but then tell it to torture the drive. And undoubtedly there's something else I probably have to get rid of, because I don't want it coming up every time and saying, it's failing, do you want to continue? It's failing, do you want to continue? I just want to torture it. Now normally, there's another way of doing this with a disk if the drive is not working, and that is you open 15,8, 15, quote I, 0, quote, colon, close 15, and that forces the drive to have a look at what's going on, and if it can't read the directory, it will bang the heads. So we're getting to the part where maybe it's going to do what I would like it to do. Maybe. So I think for sure it is doing it, kind of, but it will take more refinement because, well, it's still banging. It's something, but it's not telling me that it's not passing. Now, I don't think I have wiped out the error checking thing, and it may be that this drive needs some sort of adjustment. Oh, now it came up and says it is failing. Do I want to continue? Yes, I do. Indeed, I do. At the end, you hear that clunk. I don't think it should be doing that. That leads me to think there could be some adjustment required. Perhaps. Oh, now it is failing. But it doesn't fail every time. Oh, very strange, very strange, very strange, very strange, very strange. And I know there's discs and things and stuff for alignment and all kinds of things. I've never had a whole lot of luck with them. Aha, the head it bangs. And it tells me it's failing, so I'll do it again. So this is kind of working. I think what I would like to do is, okay, it's flashing, yes. I think what I'd like to do is take out the part of the program where it comes up and tells me that the unit is failing. And just have it continue. Because it's funny, it is running it somewhat, kind of, sort of. Kind of. Anyway, Alright, well, anyway, as you can see, by adding one command, which is GOTO 1520, I am able to have this torment this drive over and over. It has now been passing mostly quite a few times in a row. So it reads and it writes and it reads and it writes back and forth. So it is possible that giving this drive a workout is actually helping, because now it is not failing. But it's still light. Interesting. So it has not failed for, I would say it's probably run through this at least 10 times. At least. And now it is continuing to not fail. Interesting. I think at some point I should shoot this same happening, going back and forth, in time-lapse. Anyway, so this is an example of, see, I still hear that clunk. I think this is working better because it is now reading and writing and reading and writing and reading and writing, and everything seems to be fine. But I don't like that clunk noise, but it does seem to be not getting upset by it. So, did the head cleaning do anything? I don't know. It certainly has sounded different since I cleaned the head. But this is also an example of how you can adapt one program with, in this case, one command. And that is, at the end of a line, I put in a quote, and I said, GOTO 1520, which forces this part of the program to do its thing over and over and over and over. And in the old days, of course, this is how we would learn how to do different things. We'd go in and look at other people's programs and take them apart. And say, what does this do? What does that do? How does this work? Anyway, enough of that for now. I think I will let this continue to run for a while and see how it does. And carry on. So, thank you very much for coming. I think what I might do now is shoot a little bit of this head banging and head back and forth in time lapse. Until we meet again, stay safe, stay healthy. Bye for now.